It was a moonless night. The road stretched out ahead of me like an endless abyss. The only light came from the feeble beams of my car's headlights, revealing a desolate landscape. As I drove along the deserted highway, a shiver ran down my spine. The darkness seemed to close in around me. A feeling of unease gnawed at me as I continued down the road. There was an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves or the distant hoot of an owl. My grip on the steering wheel tightened, my heart racing for no apparent reason. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, standing by the roadside. I slammed on the brakes, heart pounding. The person was tall and hunched, their face hidden in darkness. Fear washed over me as I wondered if I should stop or keep driving. As I pulled over, the figure slowly approached. A cold sweat formed on my brow, and I fumbled for my phone to call for help. But when I looked up, the figure was gone. Panic surged through me, and I felt a presence watching me from the darkness. I continued driving, the image of the mysterious figure burned into my mind. Suddenly, a hitchhiker appeared on the side of the road, coming for a ride. Despite my fear, I couldn't ignore someone in need, so I stopped. The hitchhiker had an unsettling grin, and as I looked away for a moment, they vanished. I started to doubt my own sanity. Was exhaustion playing tricks on me? But then I noticed road signs disappearing as I passed them, as if they were never there. Dread gripped me, and I knew something unnatural was happening. The radio crackled to life with whispers, words I couldn't quite make out. Goosebumps formed on my arms, and I turned off the radio. But the whispers persisted, growing louder and more insistent, filling the car with an otherworldly chorus. Memories of a long-forgotten accident flooded my mind, a crash on this very road. Could the spirits of those who perished be reaching out to me? The darkness seemed to thicken, suffocating and oppressive. Shapes darted in and out of my peripheral vision, unseen entities lurking just beyond my sight. My heart raced as I glimpsed shadowy figures in the rearview mirror, their eyes reflecting the dim light. A voice echoed in my mind, a demanding and insistent presence urging me to turn back. But I couldn't. The road stretched ahead, an inescapable path leading deeper into the heart of darkness. Every time I looked at the clock, time seemed to stand still. The night was endless, the road stretching on without end. I felt trapped, the darkness enveloping me in a suffocating embrace. Flashes of the accident from years ago haunted my thoughts. Was this road cursed, a place where lost souls were doomed to wander? The weight of their presence pressed down on me. A faded billboard appeared on the roadside, advertising a long-closed amusement park. But for a split second, I saw it as it once was, vibrant and bustling with life. My mind played tricks on me, distorting reality. Fog rolled in, reducing visibility to mere feet. Faces materialized in the mist, distorted and twisted in pain. I blinked and they were gone, leaving me in a world of swirling shadows. Hours passed, yet the night showed no signs of ending. The road became a labyrinth, a maze of uncertainty and fear. My car felt like a tiny island adrift in a sea of darkness. The road ahead split into multiple paths, each one identical and indistinguishable. Panic set in as I realized I was trapped in a maze of my own making, a never-ending loop with no way out. I screamed, my voice swallowed by the abyss. Tears streamed down my face as desperation clawed at my chest. I had to escape this nightmare, but every turn led me deeper into the unknown. Laughter echoed around me, haunting and deranged. It seemed to come from all directions, mocking and sinister. I covered my ears, but the laughter penetrated my very soul. Time lost all meaning as I drove on, my mind unraveling in the endless night. The road became a vortex, a swirling void that threatened to consume me. A figure appeared directly in my path, forcing me to slam on the brakes. It was the same hunched figure from the beginning, their face still obscured. But this time, they didn't vanish. They stared at me with hollow eyes. The figure spoke in a voice that seemed to come from the depths of the abyss. Their words were cryptic, a mixture of warnings and foreboding. They spoke of lost souls and eternal darkness, of a curse that bound them to this road. As the figure spoke, memories flooded back to me. I had driven this road before, years ago. I had crashed and lost someone dear to me. The figure revealed that they were that lost soul, trapped in a cycle of torment. They'd offered me a choice, a way to break the cycle. I could take their place, become the guardian of this cursed road, guiding lost souls to the afterlife. The weight of the decision hung heavy in the air. I hesitated, torn between my fear and a desire to free them from their suffering. But as I looked into their eyes, I saw a glimmer of gratitude. With a deep breath, I made my choice, accepting the burden. As I took on the role of the guardian, the world around me shifted. The darkness transformed into a soothing embrace, and I could feel the souls of the lost drawing near. I guided them, offering solace and a way out. With each soul I helped, the curse weakened. The road began to change, becoming less desolate and more ethereal. The figure beside me grew fainter, the purpose fulfilled. One by one, the lost souls found peace, and the darkness started to recede. A faint light appeared on the horizon, growing stronger with each passing moment. As the first rays of sunlight broke through, I felt a sense of relief and accomplishment. The road transformed into a serene landscape, and the figure by my side finally faded away, their torment lifted. I stepped away from the road, a new sense of purpose filling me. I had broken the cycle, set free the souls that had been trapped for so long. I knew it was time for me to move on as well. As I walked away, the road behind me vanished, leaving only memories and a feeling of closure. The curse was broken, and I had found my own redemption in the process. The journey had been treacherous and terrifying, but it had ultimately led to a newfound understanding of life, death, and the power of choice.